Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushua, Bahashim Rakakodash. Yahweh is the name of the Heavenly Father who we're ignorantly calls God. And his name in the Hebrew means he exists. And Yahweh's name is only begotten Son, who the word ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. And his name in the Hebrew means he is deliverer. Bahashim is the name of Rakakodash, the Holy Spirit. I want to double honor to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace and blessings unto the sincere argument push forward in the truth throughout the four corners of the earth. I want to say shalom to your brother and keep pushing. And a double shalom to the Israelites that's looking like the other nations in the Shirak. I want to say shalom to your brothers and sisters as well. My name is Dewar from the G-Men's Line, St. Louis camp. And I'll come back at it with another video. And in this video, I'm going to just entitle this Nick the Reaper Irving says China could crush the U.S.'s prophecy. So Nick the Reaper Irving says China could crush the U.S.'s prophecy. Okay? Because you got this guy right here, Nick Irving. They call him the Reaper because he was some cold sniper in the army. Okay? I don't know how many confirmed kills that he got, but, you know, he a warrior, right? And I'm not doing this video for any monetary gain, just strictly educational purposes only. So I'm within my rights under the Fair Use Copyright Act of 1976. Okay. But yeah, so without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and play this video. And I'm going to pull some precepts. And Lord willing, this is edifying.
You know, I want to get your thoughts on something because China, when they got hit with that tariff, you know, they responded very quickly and they was like, they're ready to fight any type of war that Trump wants to fight. Like they came back with very, very strong words. They were like, if it's war that the U.S. wants, be it tariff or a trade war or any other type of war, we're ready to fight to the end.
Yeah.
I mean, you're a military man.
You don't want to hear that?
What do you think would happen if the U.S. went to war with China?
Wouldn't be a U.S. anymore. I think the American people's mindset would change drastically.
He said it wouldn't be a U.S. no more. And this guy was in the military, you know. He fought under the Western philosophy. And he's saying it, so if these regular men in the world can see it, you know, because this guy is just a regular dude in the world, you know, you got dreadlocks, tats, and all this other bullshit on him. How much more sort of prophets? Okay? And it's becoming evident each and every single day that you just can't just deny the truth that this place is out of here. It's going down. So let's keep listening.
You feel today and how you felt in the past, like erase all that. It would be like, imagine this, like you want to get thrown back into the Stone Age in a matter of minutes. China has some hackers. They know how to do stuff. They have really good technology. I'd go as far as to say probably in some aspects, better technology than we do. If they wanted to shut down our power grid, internet, and all that stuff, the electronic infrastructure, power grid, like we would be thrown back into the Stone Age. And that's without even firing one shot. We did the same thing invading Iraq. Like that's one thing that we do invading another country. We shut down their electrical powers. We bomb, certain things. But you want to take the power away for them being able to communicate. You want to take that away. So if China wanted to, they could shut down the American population fairly easily and have everybody out here fighting amongst themselves, killing each other just for a loaf of bread, and then you get the
you hear that? You hear that? Man, let's keep listening, man. Let's keep listening. It's almost over.
Troops involved. I think that the way the military, and you'll hear a lot of vets say this, like it was harder when I was in. I've been that guy too, but legitimately, you can look at it on paper. I think it was like 70% of the military personnel are overweight and obese. which is insane. It's a crazy high number. Don't quote me on 70, but I think we're about there. And just the mindset of the average troop nowadays, the average soldier, they're not prepared to really go all out for anything. Most of the guys are in for a paycheck, in free college, and they get a chance to travel the world. There's no war going on right now, so half of the guys they're not even thinking about war. They don't even know what war is like. The war ended back in like real hard combat back in like 2012, 14 or something like that. I'm talking hard combat. We haven't seen war like that, and going up against a nation like China, a country like China, I don't think we're prepared for that. The average soldier, ground fighter, we fought guys in flip-flops and sandals and man dresses, for 20 years, and they put up a hell of a fight. Imagine guys with technology, training, money, power, more manpower. They have a Navy, Air Force. They have all that's the special forces. They have all that. It'd be a pretty good fight. And I just don't think that, your average, I don't know if this might come across weird or bad, but like you got soldiers who are more concerned about can they wear a dress on the weekends and identify as this. They're not thinking about fighting and doing what you have to do. When I joined Ranger Battalion, the first question I was asked when I got in there was, why are we here? I had like a few other guys next to me. And he asked each of us, why are you here? And you come across with the whole, I want to serve my country, be all that I can be. And he's like, no, cut the bullshit. Why are you here? And as blunt as it may come across, we all to a T said, because I want to kill people. And that sounds bad, but in the time of war, that's what you don't become a special operations guy training and doing all this training to be a nation builder and win the hearts and minds. You only train for one specific job, and it's all volunteer. You don't volunteer to get into this line of work and not want to kill or be capable of it. So I don't know. That's what I was in for. I think that mentality has shifted, changed. I was in during a time when it was just that. We wanted to go kill as many bad guys as we possibly could. And we did, by the thousands. So just not used to that now. And we were doing it up against, people way less, not significant, but they didn't have the infrastructure that China has. And we fought them for 20 years. And on many of occasions, had us tuck our tails for a while and run. So they put up a good fight. China would crush us.
This is why I so love to sit with you, because my word to everything, I didn't expect this response. And I know that our viewers, they're going to be just like I was. I was literally sitting here and I'm processing everything you said from top to bottom. You said so much dope stuff. I almost don't know what to attack first.
My bad.
Nah, it ain't your bad. It's a great thing when you can sit with somebody and they make you think.
Yeah. And this is what the prophet's been saying for the longest. Before we have even heard of this guy, Nick Irving. And he said that's what a lot of these people in the military are doing now. They want to wear fucking dresses and all that. They, you got all these commanders and stuff, and colonels be like, yeah, I'm getting the sex change. And that goes into the prophecy, hey, the men of Babylon have become like women. Okay? Matter of fact, I'm going to start off with Isaiah 47. Then I'm going to get to that a little bit later. So this is Isaiah 47:1. Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Sit on the ground. There is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans. But thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate. All right, yeah. So sit on the ground, because there is no throne. Because that just goes to show you how low that Babylon is falling. Okay. It's like the serpent. It says, on thy belly thou shalt go all the days of thy life. You on your belly, you on the ground. It says, take the millstones and grind mill, uncover their locks, make bare the leg, uncover the thigh, pass over the rivers. Thy nakedness shall be uncovered, yea, thy shame shall be seen. I will take vengeance, I will not meet thee as a man, right? And that's talking about Yahweh Shai. Because the Lord said he not going to meet you Edomites over here in the western part of the world as a man. Which none of you nations, because all you nations are going to fight against the Heavenly Father and his only begotten Son, and his foot soldiers, the 144,000. Okay? And I like that president said, I believe it's Ronald Reagan, he said, suppose it was some angelic force that coming from another world. We'll put all aside our differences and join and fight against it. Okay? So verse 4, as for our Redeemer, the Lord of hosts is his name, the Holy One of Israel. Sit thou silent and get thee into darkness, O daughter of the Chaldeans, but thou shalt no more be called the Lady of Kingdoms. I was wrought on my people. I have polluted my inheritance and given them into thy hand. Thou didst show them no mercy. Upon the ancient thou hast very heavily laid thy yoke. Right? So kind. And the same way how you Edomites, you didn't show us no mercy, and right along with the rest of you other nations, because you Edomites, you had help from the hand of you, them funky Hamites and Ishmaelites, okay? And you Moabites and Ammonites that come in and set up shop, and East Indians in our neighborhoods over here in the western part of the world in Babylon, okay? So come, man. Hey, the Lord gonna jack all y'all up for what y'all did to our people. It says, and thou hast said, I shall be a lady forever, so that thou didst not lay these things to thy heart, neither didst remember the latter end of it. Therefore, hear now this, thou art given to pleasures that dwellest carelessly, that sayest in thy heart, I am, and none else besides me. I shall not sit as a widow, neither shall I know the loss of children. Right? That's what these people say. They ain't gonna come over here. Yeah, America too strong, yada, yada, yada. But it's the exact opposite, They are gonna come over here. And America is not strong no more. But these two things shall come to thee in a moment, in one day, the loss of children and widowhood. They shall come upon thee in their perfection for the multitude of thy sorceries, and for the great abundance of thy enchantments. For thou hast trusted in thy wickedness, thou hast said, none seeth me. Thy wisdom and thy knowledge have perverted thee, and thou hast said in thy heart, I am, and none else besides me. Therefore shall evil come upon thee, thou shalt not know from whence it rises, and mischief shall fall upon thee. Thou shalt not be able to put it off, and desolation shall come upon thee suddenly, which thou shalt not know. Stand now with thy enchantments and with the multitude of thy sorceries, wherein thou hast labored from thy youth. If so be thou shalt be able to profit, if so be thou mayest prevail. Thou art weaned in the multitude of thy counsels, right? Because you ain't gonna, you Edomites, you ain't gonna know what's going on, man. And even you Edomites that are preparing, you gonna be shook too, because you're like, damn, this is actually happening. What's going on? But hey, all the Edomites know is just get a bunch of food and get a bunch of guns. But little do they know they are stacking up all this stuff for the elect. Food at least. Okay? Because, yeah, you might use a firearm in Jacob's trouble or something like that, a sword. I might have to put an Edomite or a heathen down or even a nigga down. Yeah, because that's the time that we coming into. But at the end of the day, the Lord is going to grant his man with spiritual power. All right? And so we ain't going to need Esau's blessing. Right? It says, thou art weary in the multitude of thy counsel. Let now the astrologers, the stargazers, and monthly prognosticators stand up and save thee from these things that shall come upon thee. Behold, they be They shall be as stubble, the fire shall burn them. They shall not deliver themselves from the power of the flame. There should not be a coal to warm at, nor a fire to sit at. Right? So you're going to be left out in the dark. You know, that's what they symbolize. Thus shall I be unto thee with whom thou hast labored. Even thy merchants from thy youth, they shall wander every one to his quarter. None shall save thee, right? Right, because the scripture says, those that have lived deliciously, you know, and set up shop in Babylon. Hey, because all you heathens that own these different shops, shit, you gonna lose too. You know, you heathen that don't want to go back to your country. You know, you still want to stay in the ghetto and, you know, and get that moolah from Jake, you know, selling Jake poison, pork skins and Newports and malt liquor and all that other BS, all right? So come. So now let's go to, before I forget, so 2 Esdras 15. I'm going to start at 1. And it reads, Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth, said the Lord, right? He's talking to the prophet Ezra. And cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true. Fear not the imaginations against thee. Let not the incredulity of them trouble thee that speak against thee. For all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. Behold, said the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. For wickedness have exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and the earth works are fulfilled. Right? So yeah, it exceedingly polluted the whole world. You know? Because you got men and women saying that, yeah, that they like the same sex. You know, that is a problem. Because somebody like that, at one point in time, I was just watching that TV show Power, you know, Raising Canaan. And, you know, you got Jukebox, the little dyke nigga woman that's in the show. I forgot what episode. It might be like the 3rd episode or something. And she doing push-ups because she joined the military. And you got this guy, you know, they sending him home. And they, you know, like the dude that was doing push-up next to her saying, yeah, they found a bunch of sodomite pornography in his locker. So they knew back then. Like, and that dude that she was on the side with, he was in the right spirit. Like, man, I ain't fighting next to no dang homo. Yeah, man, that's weird, man. Like, how the hell you gonna fight next to somebody like that? Yeah, and so now let's go into, skip down to verse 14. I'm gonna highlight it. And it reads, Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and the destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. A man shall desire to go into the city and shall not be able. Right? For because of their pride, right, hear that? Pride, the city shall be troubled, and the houses shall be destroyed. The man shall be afraid. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword, and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread, and for great tribulation, right? Because he said, yeah, hey, a piece of bread, you know, a loaf of bread. That's how bad it's gonna be, you know, because they already talking about, Canada. As far as like that, they don't want to be with America, and they're gonna cut off the energy supply, if I'm not mistaken. They need to do a better job with keeping up with that type of stuff. But yeah. But God, you know, this is where we at. Forgot where it was at. Let me see if I can find it. Yeah. So Jeremiah 50:35, it reads, "The sword is upon the Chaldeans, said the Lord, and upon the inhabitants of Babylon, and upon her princes, and upon her wise men. A sword is upon the liars, and they shall dote. A sword is upon her mighty men, and they shall be dismayed. A sword is upon their horses, and upon their chariots, and upon all the mingled people that are in the midst of her, and they shall become as women. The sword is upon the treasures, and they shall be robbed," right? So yeah, they shall become as women. It's talking about the men, you know, because the men in America have become like women, man. You know, everybody. You know, you niggas ain't warriors, man. How like y'all think that y'all are. You know, just because you got a sword, you know, modern day gun, and you squeeze the trigger, that don't make you no warrior. All right? You know, a real man fights. You know, a real man can take L's, man. Because a lot of you jakes out there in these streets, you can't take an ass whooping, so you resort to using that tool, you know, where you ain't really gotta swing nothing. You ain't gotta get up on close up on nobody. All you gotta do is just pull the trigger. Okay. Joel 3. And it reads, "For behold, in those days and in that time, when I shall bring again the captivity of Judah and Jerusalem," right? And we here now, because Judah represents the southern kingdom. Judah, Benjamin, Levi. You even had some other kingdom around the southern kingdom at the time of Yahushua. And Jerusalem, because Jerusalem represents the northern kingdom. "And I will also gather all nations and will bring them down to the valley of Jehoshaphat," Yahweh Shaphat, means Yahweh's judgment, "and will plead with them there for my people and for my heritage, Israel, whom they have scattered among the nations and parted my land. And they have cast lots for my people, and have given a boy for a harlot, and sold a girl for wine that they might drink. And yea, what have ye to do with me, O Tyre and Zidon, and all the coasts of Palestine? Be ye render me a recompense, and if ye recompense me swiftly and speedily, will I return your recompense upon your own head. Because ye have taken my silver and my gold, and carried into your temples my goodly pleasant things. The children also of Judah and the children of Jerusalem have ye sold unto the Grecians, that ye might remove them far from their border. Behold, I will raise them out of the place where ye have sold them, and return your recompense upon your own head." Right? So you Hamites, you know, Zidonians, Canaanites, Babylonians, whatever, man. You sold us to the Grecians. The Grecians represents the Edomites, so-called white people. "And I will sell your sons and your daughters to the hand of the children of Judah, and they shall sell them to the Sabians, to a people far off, for the Lord hath spoken it. Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war, wake up the mighty men, let all the men of war draw near, let them come up. Beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I am strong. Assemble yourselves, and come all you heathen, and gather yourselves round about, that the cause a mighty ones to come down. Let the heathen be wakened, come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat, for there I will sit and judge all the heathen round about." Right? So yeah, and that's what the Lord doing now, because now all these different other countries, they have nuclear capabilities now. I like my dude Nick Irving said, right? You know, more prophecy happened right there. Verse 13 says, "Put ye in a sickle, for the harvest is ripe. Come get you down, for the press is full, the fats overflow. For the wickedness is great. Multitudes, multitudes in the valley of decision. For the day of the Lord is near in the valley of decision. The sun and the moon shall be darkened, and the stars shall withdraw their shining. The Lord shall also roar out of Zion and utter his voice from Jerusalem. And the heavens and the earth shall shake, but the Lord be the hope of his people and the strength of the children of Israel," right? So kind of. And that's pretty much it. Yeah. And yep, because the Lord is about to save his people, man. You know, from the hand of you Edomites, you know, the modern day Pharaoh, and the rest of you other nations. Okay. So, yeah, it's wartime. So with that, I give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushua, by Hashem Kakodash, Shalom, and the Bible Ball.